Look at this endless stretch of suburban sprawl. For a local business, trying to reach the right people inside this grid usually involves optimizing search listings, posting on social media, and waiting for it to ring. Drawing a 5-mile circle around a storefront and blasting ads into it assumes everyone inside that radius has the exact same buying behavior. They don't. Relying strictly on inbound digital traffic is an act of algorithmic surrender. You place your growth in the hands of black box search engines, completely dependent on random chance. Betting your revenue on the chance that an ideal customer types in your exact service on the exact day your site happens to rank well is a highly precarious way to run a business. There is a mechanical, predictable alternative to hoping. You can bypass the search engine entirely using predictive consumer data. This map illustrates how a 275 million record database changes the landscape. Instead of staring at generic rooftops, we can see exactly who lives in a neighborhood, filtered by household composition, income, and purchase history. You stop talking to the entire zip code. You extract only the individuals statistically proven to spend the most money, the fastest, in your specific category. By shifting from passive digital nets to precise outbound targeting, the mathematics of local acquisition flip. You dictate exactly who walks through your door. To make this massive database actionable, we organize these consumer records into 5 high-velocity spending tiers. The largest is Tier 1, the Chief Household Officer. Typically mothers making over $75,000, they control 85% of household discretionary spending across healthcare, retail, and home services. Because she researches heavily online, but buys based on trust, the optimal path to reach her is running targeted social proof on her Instagram feed, followed 3 to 5 days later by a reinforcing physical postcard. Tier 2 is the Henry, the high earner not rich yet, typically 28 to 45, making up to $250,000. They have high discretionary income, low brand loyalty, and heavily prioritize convenience and status signaling. You do not send the Henry a cheap discount code on Facebook. You win them with an elevated, magazine-quality direct mail piece that feels like an exclusive invitation. We analyze the psychological drive of the tier, which then dictates the exact physical quality and channel of the message they receive. Tier 3 is the new nest. These are recent home buyers who spend an average of $9,000 to $12,000 on home services in their first 6 months of residency. It is the most intense, time-sensitive spending window of any demographic. You intercept them precisely when they are establishing new local service providers by placing a multi-business co-op package right in their hands during the crucial move-in weeks. Tier 4 represents the silver economy, the active retiree. Wealthy homeowners over 60. They hold the highest net worth and are incredibly loyal, but they heavily resist digital urgency or scarcity tactics. You bypass aggressive internet ads entirely. You earn their trust with a highly personal, physical letter from the business owner that communicates longevity and reliable guarantees. For these high net worth groups, standard social media campaigns fall flat. The physical mailbox remains the uncontested space to secure their attention and their dollars. The final group, Tier 5, is the values-driven professional. Holding advanced degrees and earning over $125,000, they gladly pay a premium for high-quality services, but they demand total transparency and conduct deep research before buying. Reaching them requires a complex, integrated system. They need to see long-form, authoritative digital content detailing your process, backed up by an elegantly designed, highly educational physical newsletter. Identifying the target is only the first step. Recognizing that each distinct buyer profile requires its own synchronized combination of physical and digital touches is what actually eliminates wasted ad spend. This tight synchronization creates what we call the surround sound effect. You take a psychologically optimized message and deliver it to the same specific person across 2 completely different mediums. This timeline tracks synchronization. A digital message hits the prospect's phone on day 1. By day 4, a matching physical mail piece lands in their mailbox. As this delivery loop closes, the marketing doesn't feel like an intrusion. It feels like serendipity. Compare this engineered, predictable engine to the strategy of setting up a local search profile and crossing your fingers for clicks. The most dominant local businesses don't wait to be found.
They identify the exact names and addresses of their highest value neighbors, and they systemically introduce themselves at the front door.